Talk That Talk TV, we back again.
Welcome to Talk That Talk Media, where the vibe is live. DJ and Tika are hype, keeping dreams alive. Welcome to Talk That Talk Media, where the vibe is live. DJ and Tika are hype, keeping dreams alive. Bringing you reactions, reviews and slick recaps. Join the conversation, no time for mishaps. Trends will uncover, every beat devoured with fresh insights and energy will never tire. From pop culture to the latest in the game, dive in with us. You want to stake your claim, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Talk That Talk Media. Welcome to Talk That Talk Media.
What is up, everybody? What's up, TDT crew? It's your girl, EJ.
And it's Tika.
And y'all, we are here today with Ruthless Book Club, y'all, Ruthless Junky Book Club. And we are so excited because this is actually our first one. So listen, we got to bring everybody up and we got to find out what the vibe check is on the book and all that. But y'all already know what we got to do. We got to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all so much for coming through and hanging out. I hope everybody has got their book. I hope everybody has read chapters at least 1 through 5 because that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay. What's up, Stephanie Wilson? How you doing? Queen in the building. Keach in the building. Thank you. Thank you. Look, we got LaJill Hunt in the building. Hey, girl. Hey, listen, we got to talk. We need to talk. And of course, we got everybody else that has come through, y'all. Make sure y'all come in and say hi. I see y'all, but y'all not saying hi. Go ahead and say hi. Drop your city, where you coming in from, and all that good stuff. And let me know your vibe check. How you feeling about the book so far? Let me know your thoughts. And we got to go ahead and get the crew up here first. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my girl in, Tamika, in the building. Hey, boo. How you doing?
Hey. What's going on, y'all? Hey, everybody.
Hey. What's up, Miss Kira in the building? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How's everybody tonight? Happy Sunday.
I know, right? Good. We got Mo in the building. Hey, Mo.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Girl,
hey,
we in this thing. And last and certainly not least, we got our girl Letitia in the building. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Hey, y'all. Listen, I really want to go like this for your the intro music because yes. Talk That Talk Media. Yes, ma'am.
That's what's up. Listen, we got Virginia in the building. We got Detroit in the building. DC in the building. Okay, listen, that's right. What up, though? Because y'all know I've been looking at my Detroit stuff. Okay, but listen, y'all already know why we here. We are doing our first book club, and we are actually going to be we're reading Curtis Duncan, Bounty Hunter. Now, this is a family business novel. Carl represents a family business novel. If you haven't got your copy yet, please make sure to go ahead and get your copy. We'll be dropping the links in the chat periodically on all the channels that we're streaming on. So y'all can head on over there and get your autographed signed copy. I waste water all over mine, y'all. Don't judge me, but my signature is intact.
She was in deep. She was in deep, y'all. She was in deep. That chapter 2 got to her. That chapter 2 got to her, so she had to.
Chapter 2. I said, wait a minute.
Not the chapter 2 got to you.
Girl, the chapter 2 got to me. I said, listen here. Now, wait a minute. Cousin Curtis, what? But listen, y'all, seriously, I need to get y'all vibe check real quick. Just y'all quick thoughts over just what y'all thought about the book thus far. Tika, I'm going to start with you, then Tamika, Ms. Kira, Mo, and Letitia.
Absolutely. So as everybody knows here, we're covering chapters 1 through 5. And so from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 5, like it literally kept me engaged. There's a court scene that's gonna go bananas. Y'all gotta definitely read this book. I'm telling you. So if I had to rate it a 1 to 10, I think it's a 10. Like just from chapters 1 to 5, because it literally kept me wanting to keep watching it. I'm not an avid reader like that. So this one kept me engaged. It kept me involved in this whole book. So I'm gonna give it a 10 for now, but don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me.
Okay, so 1 through 5. Okay, we got a 10 already. Tamika, how you feeling about 1 through 5?
Listen, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to join y'all because I just got to read it today. But I actually was before I knew it on chapter 6, and I love it. I love how when you read it, you feel like you can see all the scenes playing out, what's going down in your mind. I was here for it, absolutely. You don't want to stop, so that's a good thing because I'm a little rusty with the books.
Okay, that's what's up. Miss Kira, vibe check.
Oh baby, I was feeling it. It's been a minute since I picked up a book and did this. Going through the pages. I'd be every now and again. I get on my book thing and I get on Audible and I listen to something for a couple weeks and then I fall off. So I was excited to pick up a actual book and read, and it had me going. But I was reading today, so I was like, we're not gonna go past what we're supposed to go past. But once I get that green, I'm gonna keep going because I just want to stay on topic. I don't want to be over here. I want to stay on what we're talking about. But I enjoyed it. We're going 1 to 5. I'm gonna give it I'm a tough customer. I'm gonna give it a 5 out the gate. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, Mo, what you got?
Same thing with me. For us, like it's been a minute since I actually read a physical book, and I'm glad it was just the first 5 chapters. Get my little toe wet. Put my little pinky toe in the pool, just to get used to reading again. And also the way the story is going so far got me locked in. I'm like, what's going on over there in Washington, D.C.? Oh, snap. Wreaking havoc. But yeah, so it definitely got me locked in to go further in the book.
Okay, Tisha, my book reading sister. Hey, boo.
Hey, yes, I'm along with everybody else. Listen, ain't turned a page in I don't know how long. So here we go. I said, okay, Cousin Curtis got me over here turning pages, and it was a turner. It was a page turner. So yes, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. And yeah, I was reading slow too because I wanted to jump into the characters, figure out their names and how they, how they fit in the game and stuff like that, so I can go back and reference yes, okay, this is who this is. And I'm very intrigued. These characters already have me intrigued into this story, especially the court scene. Lord have mercy, the drama.
Yeah. The court scene was crazy. But listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think real quick. Of course, I give it a 5. I love all the family business. I love how each one of them takes you into a different type of story. Like whenever you're doing the family business novels, like the To Paris with Love, the Trouble in Rio, like each one of them gives you a different piece of a collective that you've gotten to know, but now you get that piece of the character. So I like that we're digging into Cousin Curtis a little bit more. I like that we're going a little bit deeper with him and learning a little bit more about him. We don't get to see him much more outside of the family. And so this right here gives us a look into his world. And even though we're only on chapter 5 right now because we slow rolling it, because we was all new to, we had to go back in because we got Audible now and all the things. Y'all know I will listen to about 10, 12 books in a few weeks, but reading it is different. So we gotta take it slow. But I was excited about these first 5 chapters. I'm locked in. Definitely gonna give it a 5 for me as well. If 1 to 5, 10 scale, 10 10s. I'm locked in right now, y'all. So anyway, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know that we definitely couldn't do this without having the man himself come up in here and discuss the book with us. So before we go ahead and get him on up, we got to give him a proper introduction because the way chapter 2 was doing way too much, I said, you know what, this is supposed to be my cousin Curtis, my bro, my guy, but dang it. So I said, you know what, we're gonna bring out the sultry vibes for him for this intro. So we're gonna bring it on in.
Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. Just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I am playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the
So if you try to lay me off, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. Let you feel the way I feel, and you want me like I want you to know, baby.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, what's up with the intro, dog?
Oh.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
I said, I don't know what's happening over here. So I said, I got to go with it. I didn't know which way to go. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go bang, bang, shoot 'em up, or if I'm going to go, okay, smooth. Okay. I was like, you know what? Let's
He
go
everything.
smooth.
He everything. He everything. He all that.
That part.
Listen, before we jump into the book, I really just want to just have a small conversation with you, because Tika and I are going to be diving into a little bit more of a conversation with you. So make sure y'all watch out for that a little bit later this month. We're going to jump into all things Ben Stevens, but I want to talk about, this new role that you've taken on, which is Ben Stevens, the author, right? What made you want to write this particular book? What made you think that that this was the right time and that this was that book that we needed?
I think why I really wanted to write the book, because I feel like sometimes when you're on the show, right? We got so many incredible actors and so many incredible storylines that you can kind of get lost in the shuffle a little bit on the family business. I felt that people needed to hear Curtis's story, on the show. He's just sometimes, Curtis could be cooking in the kitchen, or he could be in the bed with somebody, you know what I mean? A young female, a female. So, but I felt he had more of a story than that. And I wanted to go into that and really take you guys on one of these missions, so you can understand him a little bit more. That's why I even wrote the origin story too.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Cousin Curtis is that one that we just don't know. Like, we don't know enough about him. So I think that it was a much needed book. Kind of walk us through your process, because you actually co-wrote this book with LaJill Hunt. Shout out to her. You co-wrote this with her. Kind of walk us through like what was your, I know that you felt like he needed a story, but how did you actually start writing it? What was that process like to just start writing this story for you?
For me, I just usually come out with an idea. I thought I had a great idea for Curtis's story, and his first mission to kind of introduce to the fan base. Then, so what my process is, I kind of really write the treatment down and get the treatment down, and then put the treatment into a outline. And so once I have the outline, I can really navigate throughout the whole, because the outline tells me where the story is going to go throughout the whole book. So once I have that down, and that's why I spend most of my time at it, is on the outline and making sure that the story is on point and making sure that the story is good. And so once I have the outline down, I get into I wrote actually for me, this book, I wrote a 91-page outline. And then we got the story, went all the way through. And then the Jill came and put her her magic on the book. So
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I love that. So ladies, do y'all have any questions about Ben, the author, before we jump into everything else?
I definitely have a question. And I also want to say shout out to Ben's fans over there on Instagram and Facebook.
I can't hear Teak.
Can you hear me, EJ?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear Tika though.
Okay, hold on.
All right. He might have to slide out and slide back in. Oh, that didn't sound right. Sorry, y'all. I'm glad he couldn't hear that. I'm glad he couldn't hear that.
Let me try to take him out and I'll bring him back in. Let me see.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
The only one I can't hear is Tika.
Okay. Well,
maybe
you might have to ask her question for me.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
What would you? Okay, go ahead, Tika.
So basically, so my question is: Curtis Duncan is a complex character with a rich backstory. What aspects of his personality do you think make him relatable and compelling to the audiences?
Yeah, that question.
Okay, is a lot. What makes
Can you put it in the chat?
What makes
I can hear now.
Duncan relatable?
Oh,
what makes Curtis? Okay, thank you. Because I was like, let me say
no, well,
this.
she was the only one I couldn't hear, but let me see something.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Can you put it in the chat, Tika?
Girl,
he's on mute now.
He's on mute.
Okay, there you go.
You
You on mute now.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear Tika's question.
Okay. Can you hear her though?
Tika is the only one I can't hear.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask her. I'll ask her a question for you.
Because she hates on my internet. That's why.
She wants to know.
Thank you, EJ.
I got it. She wants to know what makes Curtis relatable.
Okay.
In a nutshell, right? That was the question.
Yep.
I think he's relatable because he's normal, right? He's a normal dude. He's just, he's not I think what makes him relatable is just him being him, him being able to cook and being able to relate to his family and love his family and make sure that he's protecting them at all times. So I don't know. I just feel like I know playing a role, I wanted to I just didn't want him to I wanted him to have all kinds of different elements in different levels when I was playing. I just didn't want to play him a certain way or just play him mean or mad all the time. I wanted him to have different levels and different elements when I was playing a role. So hopefully I answered Tika's question.
That's good. That's perfect.
She said that's perfect.
Right.
That's so crazy. Try going out and coming back in and then see if that'll help. Okay, cool. All right. So ladies, any other questions before we dive into chapter 1? Did you say something, Tisha? Because you on mute if you did.
No, I was just saying no.
Sorry.
We don't know much about Curtis yet. I mean, we know what we know of him, but in this sense, we don't know of him yet. But I can say I hope that you don't have to go against Johnny Boy because I kind of like them. So
okay. Yeah, we gonna have to see him. For sure. We're gonna have to see him for sure. But that's funny. That's cool that they like the villain.
Always.
Somebody always gotta like a villain.
Right. And you want your villain when you're writing the stories, right? You want your villain to kind of be comparable in a sense. You want them to be strong, and because you just don't want to be able to just run all over them, right? So you want your villain to be just as strong as as Curtis. So so he ain't to be played with.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Go ahead, Tamika. You were about to say something.
Oh no, I was gonna ask. Did you come up with all the hot?
Tamika.
Oh, you can't hear me either. Dang. I was gonna ask if he came up with all the hot and steamy stuff on his own.
She said that she was gonna ask if you came up with all the hot and steamy stuff on your own.
Okay, look. I was going to talk about that when we got to chapter 2.
Okay.
But LaJill is actually responsible for really putting her touches on too, right? Because I was like, legit, I said, Jill, when we write this scene, I want you to kind of write it for the ladies from the ladies' point of view. So, like really put your touch on it. And so I know just in the past, just her love scenes and her scenes are real classy. They detailed, but they keep it in a real classy space.
Yeah.
So
it felt like that, but
they detailed as hell.
Yeah.
Boom, chicka, boom, boom.
Okay. All right, y'all. So, oh dang, Golden says she finished the book today. Okay, so
Okay.
listen, girl, you ahead of us.
Right.
Listen, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the book. I don't know why so you can hear some people and you can't hear others.
Yeah, I
But
can
we
hear
go
some people in here, and some people I can't.
okay, but we gotta work it out though. We gotta work it out. But we're gonna start with chapter 1. We kind of don't even have to go. I was going to go through the prologue, but we
Mhm.
already talked about the prologue in a sense when we did the last thing, and I showed the whole the whole clip that you had of the prologue, which basically just kind of introduces us to cousin Curtis on a mission catching the bad guy, and that's kind of how we're introduced to him. Now, you know me, I got jokes for days because I've been trying to figure out how you a bounty hunter you and Duncan at the same time and feel like they don't align. That really should be the main question. But
Right.
I mean, I feel like have I asked you that before? Like
You have. I just, I know we do. My family does a lot of underground stuff, but I think Curtis for him is that he really couldn't do that, right? Based on him and how his family structure was set up. And we kind of talk about it and explain it in the origin story a little bit of why he couldn't go that route. His dad was taken away from him in the family when he was like 15. Mom had breast cancer. He had to learn how to cook because his mom had breast cancer. He didn't go to finishing school because of that, and so he had to grow up. He had to kind of grow up early, and he kind of had to take care of Lauren and Kenny as well. So that's how Curtis actually learned how to cook. But he couldn't get into the illegal part of this stuff because he couldn't risk going to jail. He couldn't risk getting in trouble like that with his mom suffering from breast cancer and his two siblings being young like that, and his dad wasn't there. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's just always funny to me about how the family dynamics work out. But
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna jump into chapter 1. Chapter 1, we're introduced to Senator Richard Winbush. This is his chapter, and this is when we find out that people are corrupt as hell. Okay, people are so corrupt. We meet him, and we also meet the attorney. I don't think they don't tell us he's the attorney general just yet, but we also meet the attorney general. I think maybe at the end of the chapter we learned that he's the attorney general, but his name is Bowen. And so we meet these two guys, and they're having a meeting, and they're all like, listen, we got to get rid of this Johnny boy because he done got too big for his britches. And apparently Johnny boy is this Haitian guy, and everybody's in cahoots. And so it's all good when the money coming in, but now that the money not coming in, the money's still coming in, but now that Johnny boy has the big head, like y'all done made him elusive, kind of sort of. Now y'all don't want to rock with him no more because he's not good for business anymore when he puts himself out there like that. So they have this whole scheme of how they're going to get rid of him. What did y'all think about chapter 1? Like, what was y'all first thoughts like about where this story was going to go? I'm going to start with you, Mo. Just kind of, give me your thoughts.
I'm like, okay. This is it's just setting it up, okay? Like who these people are, and I'm like, who's Johnny boy? I can't wait to hear more about this Johnny boy because he's Haitian, he's a gangster, he getting too flashy for them, and they want to put him down. I'm trying to get to like, okay, how this going to go down, how they going to just the outcome of his court proceedings. That's what I was trying to get to, and we did get there in chapter 4. So I'm glad when I got to chapter 4. It just draws you in, like who these people. Yeah, like you said, everybody's corrupt. Everybody got their hands in these gangsters' pockets and stuff like that. And I just can't wait to read more.
Okay, that part. Yeah, chapter 1 really just kind of sets the foundation for us and really just kind of gives us the idea of like, okay, this is where we're about to go with this. We're about to go here. And we knew that Johnny Boy was going to be interesting, which is why when we do get to meet Johnny Boy, it's like, oh, okay, he is who we thought he was. And from the very beginning, when we're first introduced to these two, I was like, okay, for whatever reason, like I need to know a little bit more about their backgrounds. Like, how did we even get here? Like, how do you get the attorney general and the senator both? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Right.
like, I mean, maybe one or the other, but dang, all of us working in cahoots together, this is going to be interesting. So that very first chapter, I feel like set the tone for the book. And it just, from there, you got to keep going because you got to know. Anybody else have any thoughts before we move on into the really just jumping into the next chapter? Because really that was the foundation, and then we'll jump into the next one. Okay, nobody. All right. Well, we gotta move on into chapter 2. Now, chapter 2 seemed to be the one where everybody got stuck on. Ben, everybody was stuck on chapter 2. Everybody said, what is going on in chapter 2? I think I had the most highlights on chapter 2. Yes, I had my highlighter, had the highlights and stuff. Like, you know, I was like, if we go old school it, we go old school it for real. Highlighter and everything. But in chapter 2, we're introduced to Detective Marcia Mitchell. Tisha, talk about this chapter and kind of what your thoughts was as you was reading the chapter. And because, well, we're introduced to her in the prologue for like a second, but we are introduced to her later and get the whole concept of their relationship, which is interesting.
Yes. So they start off, they got introduced on a business note. He's the bounty hunter and she's the detective. And then they kind of get into what we know as the friends with benefits thing. So they get into something that is more, it's periodic. It comes around, but they have a pattern. And, it's funny too, when you open the door, what I saw was that scene when Charmaine opened up the door. So I was like, that's how you was looking at her when you opened up the door for her. So I was like, okay, cool. Now they have a good time and all that sort of thing, but she lightweight flipped the script on him. Yeah. Like, okay, because she wants more. She didn't want to reveal that at first that she wanted more, but then she just decided, hey, I'm just about to say something. But the way she presented it to him was not so much that she wants more. I mean, she does. That's the underlining thing. But that she challenged him to say, hey, you're better than this. You're better than just being, spreading yourself all thin with these other women, but also just not sitting still enough to be able to just say, okay, this is something that I want. This is something I deserve. And just letting the love come in. And she challenged you and she let you have it without yelling, without acting a fool on you. She just, told you to went to go take her shower, grabbed her badge, kissed you on the cheek, not the lips, and said, peace out. And by the way, that brother in IT didn't ask me out, and I think I'm gonna go. So, and now he a little salty.
Right.
So
it's always like that, right? You might not want it, but you don't want nobody else to have her either.
Exactly. And that is just not, I'm for Marcia. She is not about that life. She's like, listen, I'm gonna do what's best for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that part. This was a really good chapter, actually, because I feel like this gave us a little more insight into Curtis. Because for one thing, we've always known that Curtis is kind of that person who doesn't really want to settle down, who kind of is, you see him with some people, but you don't see him with some people. He ain't in no relationships. He ain't doing none of that other stuff. But in this moment, based off of what, from Marcia's perspective, you see her saying like, hey, like you're literally putting up this wall. Like you don't let people get in too close, just enough to be cool, but not enough to really like cross that line. And what I found interesting was that Curtis never denies any of this because he knows it. He knows that what she's saying is true. What she has valid points, which is the reason why he can't really argue with it. He can't say anything because how can you say anything about something that you know to be a true statement? But what I really would like to dive into more, and what I'm hoping that we get more of, is are we going to get more of finding out why he is like this? What is the root cause of this? Is he ever going to open up about it? That was one of the things that I wanted to know as we moved into the book. Do you think we're going to get an answer to that, Ben?
I don't know necessarily in the book. I feel like that will have to be a Curtis and F book. Because I that's where it came from, right? The trust issues came from that. So, you know, with her sleeping with his cousin, you know, she hurt him. And he didn't, you know, Curtis just didn't want to get hurt like that again. So anytime someone gets close to him like that, he shuts it down. You know, and like she said, which was pretty interesting, is, you know, Marcia said you treat your women like bounties. Like once you get them, like you know, you don't let anybody get close enough. Like you just let them go. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of treat your women like they bounties. And I think he does, right? I think Curtis, like, he's gonna when he's with you, right? He's gonna make you feel like you're the only woman in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But once you start getting close, and you know, and it start evolving his heart a little bit, he's going to push back a little bit because of the Neff situation. He doesn't want to get hurt like that. Now, will he ever get over that? I think he needs to, you know. But will he? We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Anybody else thoughts over chapter 2 and how y'all saw it? Tika, I would love to hear your thoughts. I know Ben can't hear you, but yeah. I want to hear your thoughts.
I can mute this and go on to my Instagram, and I can hear on here.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha.
I'm gonna mute this and listen to it over there.
Okay, cool. See, figuring stuff out. I like a plan.
Okay, so my thoughts, my opinions only. Okay, first of all, yes, we know that intimate scene was everything, but I'm just like Marcia. So you gonna get your stuff, get some of cousin Curtis, and then you gonna let him know in the morning that it's pretty much over with. Is that what we're doing? So you got to get yours. And you gonna leave him? Like what was what? But I understood the meaning behind it there, and that character Marcia is very, very relatable, because there are many women out there that will literally put up with the man because they feel like they can change him, they can mold him into being who they want for him, and not so much that Marcia was trying to change him, but she was just putting him on notice. Look, you know what you won't do, another man will. So I absolutely love that about Marcia. She's straightforward. She knows what she wants in a relationship. And, you know, unfortunately, if Curtis can't give her what she wants because he's still working on himself, then she understands. But, you know, Mr. IT is on the hot dial, on the speed line, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
That part.
I agree. Something that stuck out to me that she said was, I choose me. Like, I'm a winner over here, okay? And it's somebody who fits that. But also letting him know, like, you're capable of it. I know you are, because I've seen you with, you know, how you treat your family, how you are with your mother, how you're protective over your sister. And I know that's something that I always look for, and I'll be telling women to look for. So I definitely related to that part. And it seemed like both of them are real with each other and truthful with each other, and you know, but we just ain't ready to go there. I like that how they had that conversation.
Absolutely.
Marcia said she wanted one more go round. She showed up. He had the gray sweats on. She was ready to go. What did you want her to do? She just needed one more time, you know. You fine, but I'm fine too. So, you know, doing here. We gotta make good decisions. So if you don't want it, I'm gonna go be with somebody else who want it. He said, I don't want it, but I don't want nobody else to have it. So, you know, and that's how they do. That's how they
right.
They can eat it too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that. I think that for Marcia, like the way I interpreted her was that she didn't really want a relationship. She wanted the possibility of a relationship, but she knew that she would never get that possibility with him. Like, I feel like she was about her career as well. And she didn't want that, like it worked for them. What worked for them worked for them. But I think the fact that she was catching these harder feelings as well was like why am I going to put myself there when I know that he's never going to be here, even if I don't want something like that right now? But what if, like, where is this going to go? And I think that's a question that comes up at some point in a lot of relationships once you've been, doing certain things for so long. And I think, I can't remember, was it 6, 8 months, something like that? It had been like, what? No, it
2
was
years,
longer than
2
that. 2
years, 2
years, 2
years.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. So
He kept her around.
you true.
Rotation, though. Like,
I feel like that's why, she was a little fed up too, right?
Yeah.
She's like, we've been doing this little merry-go-round thing for 2 years. And so like, what is this? Basically she's like, what are we doing? So yeah, I like what she said to him and how she kind of got with him without yelling and screaming. She kind of just told him how she really felt about the situation. And like she said, that I got the IT dude. I got the IT dude I got him checking me out. So
Okay. I got options.
Okay,
yeah, I got options. Yeah, for real. You ain't the only one.
you fine, I'm
Period.
fine too. Okay.
Mhm.
But as we move into chapter 2, we get Curtis's opinion, not chapter 2, chapter 3, we get Curtis's side of this, like what he's feeling, because this chapter 2 is from Marcia's side of it. And then, of course, as we move into chapter 3, we get into Curtis's side of it, basically in the same situation, the same conversation, the same thing, but we're kind of seeing where he lies in that. Mo, you can start us off with this one. Like, what stood out to you about some of the things that Curtis was thinking and saying? Like, what were your thoughts?
I really didn't have no thoughts on this, but it's something we already said. When he said like how she put herself first, and she sees more in him than he sees for himself. She just want him to look in the mirror, like hold the mirror up to yourself and see more out of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Annie.
Yep.
Yeah, we heard you.
Get see more in himself and then what he giving out. Okay. Want him to like eventually see himself settle down and want him to see that he is worthy of being loved by somebody long term. So
yeah. And I love that she believed that for him. Like, she really believed that, and she was really trying to let him know, like, you can do it. Like, you're capable of it. You just have to want to do this.
You gotta want it. Look in the mirror. You gotta work on yourself.
It was like he wanted to be mad. He wanted to object, but at the same time, like, his little feelings was hurt, and he could understand where she was coming from. You know what I'm saying? It was like, how dare you? But at the same time, you're right. Like, don't get inside and read me and read. But she, laid it all out.
You can't really argue with her on
tight,
that stuff.
Screaming or yelling. No, at all. At all.
I believe he felt and he knew she was right on some points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of points.
Yeah.
And he knows that about himself. And he does. I think Curtis does need to. I think that Neff situation. He needs to grow from that. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't yet. And yeah. So, but she, like you guys were saying, she was like, I know you got it in you. I see it when you with your, I see how you communicate with your sister. I see how you communicate with your mom. So I know it's there, but you're never going to basically she was basically telling me you're never going to find true love or the love of your life if you continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah, because he compartmentalizing everyone
Yeah.
from, you know, family, his work, and then the women in the
Mhm.
third box. So
Mhm. I
eventually
like
you're gonna have to merge.
exactly that part. There's a part where she says, "I'm serious about myself." She said, that's what I'm choosing. Whatever fits into that, we'll see." I nodded slowly. It was the type of answer that made you think twice about all the games you thought you were winning. And then Curtis says, "I ain't ready, I admit it, but that don't mean that I'm not trying." And I was like, Curtis ain't trying. Like, he's not trying.
No, right.
He's not trying.
I'm buying that either though.
And she
But-
called him out on that too.
And she
Yeah.
called him out on it. So I was like, okay, I love that part. And then at the very end of Curtis's portion of the book, he says, you know, his thought was, "I was wondering if it was time to stop being the hunter and finally let somebody catch me." I don't have my
Yeah.
glasses on, y'all, so don't be judging me. I promise y'all I can read, but I can't see. It's a difference. But I love that last line because what she did was planted a seed for you,
Yes.
for Curtis. You know, she planted that seed for him, and now he can't help but think about it. You can't have that type of conversation and not think about all the things that were said and really have a heart to heart with yourself. Like, maybe I am the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe this is.
You know, I think what I like about, like I said earlier, what I really liked about the conversation was she was just like, you like, you're never going to find a person. You're never going to find your person, right? Whether she's saying whether I'm your person or not, you're never going to find your person if you continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his mindset is, you know, he still has a lot. I think Curtis still has a lot of growing in that situation to do, because he doesn't want to get hurt like he did when he was when Neff slept with Orlando.
Well, Orlando is I ain't never gonna
Right.
That dog's on Orlando.
But it seems like she's aware of that, even though she don't know what the whole situation is or where it comes from, because she does mention, like, "I'm not gonna hurt you." And at the end of the day, I'm sure she don't want to be hurt either. And I'm sorry, y'all, because I was saying I love that part. That was stuck in my head. I jumped the chapter because that wasn't chapter 2 when she said that. It was chapter 3. But
yeah. Well, 2 and 3 was kind of like commingling.
2 and 3 was like commingling.
Yeah, they were together. Yeah.
They were the same.
Yeah.
But I did love that.
Giving him like,
go ahead.
She was giving like them deep therapist vibes, but she was laying it out like a homie. Like, listen, you not about to do this to me. You deserve more. I deserve more. We deserve more. So I like that she was giving that depth, but she was giving it to him that was like, you know, something he can easily digest and understand exactly what she was saying, exactly how she felt and how he really felt inside. So I appreciated that from her.
Absolutely.
Right. She a grown ass woman, right?
Yeah.
That part for real.
Very much so.
We're gonna skedaddle on to chapter 4, and before we get into chapter 4, I just want to tell anybody who has not gotten the book yet, please make sure that you grab this book. What I love most about this is that it really is an easy read. I think Ben and I were talking about that at one point, and you were saying how it was an easy read. And as I've been like, because, you know, I had to get back into these flip book streets, but it's such an easy read. It's such an easy read, and it just engulfs you into it. Like, it pulls you into it, and you just want to keep going. If it wasn't for the fact that, you know, we were doing this, I probably would be like, oh, girl, too. I probably would have been done. I probably would have just spent the rest of the day finishing it up. But I just wanted to say that real quick before we jump into chapter 4, because chapter 4, go ahead.
Let me say something real quick. I think because I come from the TV movie world, right? I feel like the book feels like a script. I don't know how do y'all feel about it, but to me, it is written like you're reading a script, you know, with more details in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It definitely gives you that feel of where you can picture it. Because I'm one of those people who like to picture everything when I'm reading a book. I like to actually picture all the things. And it already helps when you have familiar faces with certain characters and things. And because a lot of these characters are not familiar, you have to really engulf yourself in it in order to be able to because that's what a book is supposed to do. It's supposed to bring you into that world of the book for that moment or whatever. And you're supposed to be able to come into that world and really feel like you're a part of it. And it's supposed to be like you're looking at a TV or a movie or whatever the case is. Like, to me, that's always been what a book is supposed to provide. So I feel that way. Like, I feel like and again, because it's not one of those a gazillion pages, it's just enough. It's just enough. It's so perfect,
but it's not overwhelming.
Exactly.
Yeah. I could definitely picture everything as I'm reading it. Like, I could see that being a TV show or a movie. Literally everything that was happening, I had the picture in my head of it.
Yep. Absolutely. And real quick, EJ, I just want to shout out to Ben's audience over there on IG. Halo Brother says it's like a movie read, and Leah Mode, they're actually agreeing that it is a movie read. It's you can picture everything in your head when you're actually reading the story. So shout out to y'all over there on IG.
Yes, shout out to Facebook, shout out to IG. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and coming to show some love to your boy Ben today. We appreciate y'all so much.
I appreciate y'all. Yep.
Thank you, Tika, because I can't pull up the IG for some reason because it feeds in with the noise and I can't figure out how to mute it because y'all know I don't know how to work IG. So there's that.
I got you.
So I appreciate. Thank you so much. So we're gonna get into chapter 4 because chapter 4 is where it starts heating up. And for some reason, my girls say, "Listen, I'm in love with the op."
She hand rubbing over there.
Okay, but listen, I ain't even gonna waste y'all time because Tisha seemed like she is ready to go. Go, Tisha, go set it up.
I already did my setup. I just wanted to be able to talk about the fact that I can totally see the precision in which is it Giddy? Is it GD?
Giddy.
The Giddy gang? Giddy gang. Okay. The precision in which the Giddy gang came up in there, I could totally see them being like, it reminded me of the Brotherhood. And so I could totally see how they could be an asset to the table on the Duncan side. That's the reason why I was like, I hope you ain't got to go against them because I really want them to be on our side.
Right.
They formidable on this side.
Because clearly he's no one to mess with. And so I'm trying to figure out in my head like who could play him because
that's what I was thinking too. I was like, who's gonna play him? He needs
he gonna be smooth.
He gonna
be smooth for sure.
In my head and in my mind, I already see Lance Gross in that role. I'm sorry.
Oh wow!
I see Lance Gross.
I can see that.
I can do that.
I can see that.
In Dutch, they kind of do something similar to that.
Same thing.
So I mean, they've already kind of painted the picture for it, so I can see it too. I mean, honestly, let's go.
Damn, that's a good call, Tika.
Well, tell them to work on the accent. Work on your accent,
please.
Baby.
Please.
He have to necessarily have an accent. He's just so smooth. The way that I envision Johnny Boy already being dressed and just the visual, I can see it. And he may not be a Haitian American, I don't know, but I feel like
make him a Haitian American.
I thought he was Haitian. I did. I thought he was Haitian. Okay. So if he is,
we can make it that. Okay.
Give him a little bit of something
that's
exotic.
He came gliding through that corridor, with all the confidence. He knew his boy. Okay. When I knew the boy was out, I said, "Oh, it's not about to go how they thought it was going to go."
Okay, exactly.
Mr. Owens, this is not about to go in your baby.
Yeah, I see how he walked up in that courtroom. He was like, to me, he felt like a John Gotti when he walked into the courtroom. Right? He was like, he already knew that the cameras was on him. He already knew that everybody had the attention, so he gave him a show. He was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go up in here and give them this show that they looking to see.
That they want so much.
That they want.
He
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah,
Let me
exactly.
give them what they want.
How they get weapons in the cameras? Like, wait, what? This some real strategic IT
He said he
10.0
was planning
type
for
of
like 2
stuff.
days or something.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
I loved it.
Simeon is his guy, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Backstory about Simeon is Simeon went to like UC Santa Barbara. I mean, not UC Santa Barbara, UC Berkeley out here in California, in the Bay Area in Silicon Valley. So he worked at Google. So he's Curtis's Nevada for them.
Okay.
Like he's the shit with that tech stuff.
Yes.
You know. So even when Nevada, well, I don't. When Nevada gets involved, it's going. I mean, he got some shit on his side too. That's serious.
Okay, well, we
Nice.
can't wait till we get
Okay.
to that
Nice.
part. But
Mhm.
honestly, y'all, 4 and 5 kind of again go together, which I'm liking the style of that too. Like how the
Mhm.
chapters, like we get one side and then we get another side of it. Because I always like that is always important to me. I don't know what it is about knowing different sides of the same type of like at the same situation at the same time. Sometimes I love that. Yeah, it
different
just
POV, different POV.
yeah, I love having the different points of view. So basically chapters 4 and 5 kind of go hand in hand because while we got Johnny Boy over here causing this ruckus up in the courthouse, we got Senator Bowens who were introduced to him specifically, not Senator, Attorney General Bowen were introduced to him specifically, and he's like they just can't believe it because now we have because in the chapter 1 we were looking at it from the senator's POV and he was talking to Bowen, and now we're at Bowen's POV, and now he and the senator are having another conversation again about what the heck just happened, what went down, and kind of what's gonna like they don't know what like they don't know what to do at this point because what can they do? Right. But I feel like they got tricks up their sleeve too. Like I feel like this is about to be an interesting situation between them all because the same way that Johnny Boy clearly had to have somebody on the inside in order to pull this off. Somebody had to snitch and tell it. Who it was, who knows? But somebody over there on the senator and the attorney general side, somebody told it. That's the only way.
I like how they both had a situation where they had a realization because even though Johnny Boy didn't talk much about it, when he noticed that the two men who were previously on his side and they were supposed to be his cheerleaders and everything, and when they weren't there, it was like at first I was thinking like, okay, does he realize this? And then but when he got into the car and he laid his head back, he told his guy Santana to let them people know that, basically the price of betrayal. He understands that, oh, okay, they tried to set me up. And then the senator and the attorney general are deflated because they thought they were smarter than him. And so here we go. They thought he was just some dumb schmuck
street
that they could
dude.
just take advantage of. Yeah, I was about to say something else, but okay. Yes, but but
I got you, girl.
He wasn't. And so now they have to re-strategize because they know that he's nobody to play with either. So
they definitely thought they had it on lock.
And they know he's on the loose now. So he's not locked up now,
Hopefully he got a plan B, okay? Because he had plan A and B and a half, okay? Because he was like, he noticed they were in the courtroom, but his plan was already in execution. So he
already knew what was going on. Like even when he said, even when he said he was in the courtroom and he looked and he saw Santana, he was like, this thing about to go down just the way I wanted to, And he was just smooth. He was just smooth with it, man. Even when everything was going down, he was just kind of like, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's people surrounding him like he was a fucking president of the United States.
Right. Right. That part. And plus so-called
And do the
associates
pow-pow.
assuring him that he was going to be able to get out of this scot-free, wasn't going to be any problems, and he pretty much is very much so smarter than both of them to realize, hey, this is really sounding too good to be true. So I
Right.
love that you tried to play me, but you got yourself played. I love that.
Played yourself. But then jurors didn't have to go out like that. Dang.
That part. I said, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
They was just casualties of war.
all
I mean, I
nine of 'em.
understand taking out the
6
judge,
men,
but
3 women.
the
and a
jurors are
judge.
innocent.
Were they?
Dang.
We're gonna put y'all on the jury.
Hell no,
Nah, we're
I'm
good. Not the way y'all taking out jury. No, we're good.
Okay.
No, we're good.
Exactly. Literally, the jury is out. Like, no, I don't
I
want
got a
that.
doctor note.
I don't
we
want
are
that.
good
Not like I got
on
a
that.
doctor's note.
They're trying to take us out. Wait a minute. Did you just try to take us out?
Okay.
Like,
We've been
Lord,
I'm just
good.
playing. I'm just
Wait a
playing. I'm
minute.
just playing. I'm just playing.
Okay.
Johnny glided in
funny,
there. They
too
started
funny.
peering, and he still glided
Okay.
on out. Like just
Right.
you just
Yeah.
smooth
And he
all
was
the
sitting in his
commotion
seat
around
all
you.
calm.
You just
Mm-hmm. No, Johnny
Yeah,
Boy.
that was
Johnny
dope.
Boy is gonna be something else. I'm excited
Mhm.
to dive into like the next set of chapters because looks like we're about to get introduced to a new character. Maya is what I saw for chapter 6. So I said, oh, okay. So we're about to meet somebody new. So it looks like Detective Marcia is gonna be out the picture.
Well, here's the thing: Detective Marcia is in Atlanta, and so
Right.
Curtis is about to be called to Washington D.C.
okay.
He's
I
in
was just gonna
Atlanta now
ask.
too,
Okay.
and so he's about to be called to Washington D.C. And Maya is one of Curtis's. She actually grew up in Waycross too. So she was that tomboy that grew up with him, and she now is an award-winning investigative journalist at the Washington Post.
nice.
Okay.
So this
I
should
thought we
get
was
this should be
in
getting
the
interesting.
rotation.
Mhm.
Oh, not the rotation, girl.
I thought we was
Not
going
another
into the rotation. I didn't know which way we was going to go.
Listen, well, you
Was
never
she?
know.
Was she?
Look,
You
you
know,
never
she.
know. It still can go that way.
Yeah, I mean, they grew up together, but she don't look like a tomboy no more, like she used to.
Mm-hmm.
You know how them swans blossom. Well, she done
From
blossom.
this to this.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Listen, and now that Marcia has put that bug in Curtis's ear about how he is, I mean, clearly Maya is she's gonna be a love interest at some point. So we already know that's coming. But still, I think that this might be the one that may be one of those ones that make cousin Curtis think about it. And that's where I'm excited to go. I'm excited to see, is he gonna stop, even if he doesn't, but is he gonna want to maybe think about it? Like, maybe or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just want to see how the mindset of it shifts, and will that conversation continue to play for him? And I am excited to see where we're gonna go, like to what capacity. Like, are we about to go chase after Johnny Boy? Are we gonna find out about the corrupt attorneys general and the senator and probably all the other people? Because if it's those two, then it trickle on down. It got to.
Yeah,
it ain't
right.
ain't no point. I mean, I know a big basis of the story. Of course, we done read the back of it and we've talked. So I know some of the basis of the story of how this is about to kind of transition into. But as I'm reading it now, I'm just getting more excited and trying to figure out how we get to certain things. So I'm ready for it, y'all. I think we did really good for 5 chapters. What y'all think? I think we did good for 5 chapters. I think we did a good job. I think we can increase our chapters, and
it helps that, like you said, that the chapters kind of flow into each other. So like 2 chapters are kind of together, so it helps you kind of go through it a little smoothly.
Yes, I think we're gonna have to go ahead and hit that 10-12 chapters for next week, and we got this. So we can go ahead and finish this thing on out for the month.
Y'all got this.
I think
chapter 6, you'll meet Maya, right?
Right.
And then chapter 7, we get back into it.
And Curtis.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get back into.
Right.
I think seven is
Attorney General Bowen.
Attorney General Bowen's that chapter.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That chapter is incredible.
Okay.
That chapter is good too. And since you guys like Johnny Boy, he shows out in that
Yeah,
chapter.
like 9 or 10. Oh,
Hey.
He shows out in chapter 7. So
Listen, I'm here for a good old show out. But
Yeah.
y'all. Go ahead.
Quick question, EJ. For those people that are interested in purchasing the Cousin Curtis book, they're interested in becoming a part of the Cousin Curtis world. Do you, Ben, feel like they need to read any of the other family business books to understand this Cousin Curtis? Because for me, I feel like I really, and I have read the other family business books and everything, but for me, I can actually read this and not really miss, not so much as miss, but I can read it. It's like it's a standalone book.
It's a
me. So
standalone.
do you think
it's a standalone book, but it's characters that you are familiar with, right? It's Curtis's, even on the show, right? And when I first looked at Curtis, I was like, oh, okay, Curtis is a part of the Duncan family. He's a Duncan, but Curtis really doesn't have anything going on, or he's not a part of their business, right? Even on the show, Curtis really has his own thing going on, you know, as far as being a bounty hunter. And so it's a standalone Curtis project or Curtis book, but it's familiar. It's with the familiar family business characters. You know?
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
When
feel
I
like
was
if you
reading
watch
it-
the show and didn't read the books, I think you'd be okay.
Yeah,
With
for
this
sure.
one.
It does, yeah, for sure.
For this one,
It's
I
kind
think
of
so.
starting its own thing. I do suggest somebody you read the origin story book, because that tells a lot of how he actually became a bounty hunter and how he learned how to cook and how he learned how to fight and that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
And then the origin story actually introduces. We haven't introduced that character yet, so I don't want to tell any story, any a part of the book. But he does introduce Raymond Bradford, who is the U.S. Deputy, U.S. Marshal deputy.
Yeah, if you read the origin
You
story,
would know who that
then
is.
you'll know who he is. But definitely go check out the origin story, y'all. I like the origin story.
Yeah.
I like the origin
And the
story.
origin story is free.
Yes, the origin story is free 99. I enjoyed it. I think that it's a quick read too. It just gives you like a little background into it. So I like it. I think that this book is definitely a standalone book. And it, like, if you're not a family business, like if you're not into like the family business per se, like if it's not something that you've watched or that you've read, I feel like you can still read this book as a standalone. And if you are a family business fan and you've never read the books, this is a book that you can definitely read without having to go and read any of the other books. Even a couple of the other books. That's what I think I love about these, the family business novels. Those ones that kind of stand alone, because you don't necessarily always have to have read the previous other books in order to get into those. And I think this is just another example of that. And I feel like it has its own lane. I think you could have like a whole big series of these. Like, I think this is like just the beginning of something special, bro, for real.
Yep.
But I think that's something you can say right now, though, because now that it's in the Carl Weber universe, I think it'll begin to feed in to the rest of the characters. Like, these characters will probably show up in some other capacity, even if it's in passing. So I think today we can say it's definitely, like the other books, they're standalones as well. But you get to know, the more you get to know the characters and the more we get to see characters, the more we'll know as we continue to read.
Right.
So
well, when we get more about family business universe spinoffs,
yes,
then we can take little bits and pieces and move them around.
Because I think the only one that is not really one that I feel like people have to read, I can't remember which book it is To Paris with Love. I feel like you need to have read the other family business book to understand how she ended up, where she ends up at, like it's how the beginning of the story starts. I think that's the only one. But like Trouble in Rio, you don't have to have read any of that. The Education of Nevada, you don't have to have read any of the other books. Those books really do stand by themselves. And I think this one does the same thing, just kind of stands by itself. So if you're a Cousin Curtis fan and you love Cousin Curtis and you want to know more about Cousin Curtis and you want to know about the bounty hunting side of it, I think this is a perfect read. I mean, I have not read all of it just yet because we are trying to do it as a book club. But from what I've already read of this and what I, because I'll be skipping around, what I've already read of this, I think it's dope. I think you did an amazing job, Ben. I want to tell you right now, I think you did a really good job. I'm excited to get to the end of this.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. and so this is actually going to be a book series. So this won't be a one-off. Just having my conversation with Carl and him allowing me to it's crazy, man, because he's really allowed me to build out this Curtis's world. Right. And so this is the first of, many books.
Yes, because I'm telling you, Curtis can go anywhere. Congratulations,
Yes, absolutely.
Because this is just one mission. I mean, we know how books and stories go. Yes. It's just one mission. Imagine all the other missions that Curtis can go on and all the other things that he can do. And you can always have the story within the story, the main mission building up to a bigger mission. Like it's just such the sky is the limit with this. And I just feel like there's such a huge audience for it, especially with the built-in family business audience that's already there. But I'm just talking about like Curtis Duncan audience. I feel like that character came in and he was a little sketchy at first. I ain't gonna lie, I side-eyed the hell out of you. But as he got into the family, like I feel like this is like one of those characters that people gravitated towards and people really started to love. And like you didn't have to see him in every episode, but for some reason this character people really enjoyed and they really liked. And I think that also makes this so special because now we get to explore that. I mean, imagine reading the book and going into the chapter with Curtis and being able to imagine, this is how Curtis is living. He has paintings. Oh, he's staying in a penthouse. Oh, Curtis is this. You know what I'm saying? Like it puts you in a different place because you never get to see Curtis like that in the television shows or even in the other books. You only get to see him when he's with the family. So I think this is going to be amazing, bro. I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all get the book. Also, you get a photo with it. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't gotten the book yet, get the book. And then and those who got the book, I really appreciate it, man. I just I just want to tell good stories, right? Yeah. That's my whole goal with any book that I put out is to tell really, really good stories.
Absolutely. And that's what that's the best part about it. I mean, like I love a good story. And listen, y'all, at some point, I think that you should read for the Audible, but since you haven't, I'll take whatever Audible they got right now. Because I know I love it.
That's not what the people said. The people say he got to read it. It was in the comments. They said nobody else can read it.
Listen, I need the Audible now, though. So whatever they got going on at Urban Records right now, let them do what they do because I think that's who records Carl's books. So I'm good with it right now. The next go around, please go ahead and read that thing. But I need that Audible. I need that. What did he say now? Go ahead.
No, I talked to Carl the other day, and I said, as a matter of fact, I got to call him. I'll probably call him when we get off the phone, because I asked him about the Audible, and he was like, usually the Audible comes out maybe 2-3 weeks after the book is released. So he was like, he's sure Audible is going to be coming soon.
Okay. Well, I'll be buying that as well because I gotta hear it. I like to hear it.
I just started my Audible collection.
I just listen over and over again. That's how I read books multiple times, y'all. Like I ain't picking up these books and reading them. Cousin Curtis is special. That's why I'm picking up the book and reading it. But I love a good Audible. So I'm excited for that as well. But yeah, y'all, that's it. Like, that's our very first Ruthless Junky Book Club. Shout out to us. Listen,
Shout out. And listen, I really, really
Hey.
appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for always rocking with us. Y'all always rock with us, man. And I know I'm speaking for the cast. Like, they talk to me. They like, yo, EJ and I'll be rocking, huh? I said they rock with us, dog. And so I really, really appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Listen, I just want to say a special thank you to LaJill Hunt for chapter 2.
Oh yeah. Is
for
LaJill still on? We gotta get LaJill on one of these lives.
Yeah,
Hold up,
absolutely.
hold
Maybe
up,
the
Ben,
last one.
hold up 1 second. I want to tell LaJill, especially, thank you for finally giving us a visual of what Cousin Curtis can really do. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's it. That's all I
Shout
got.
out to her. Yes.
That chapter. Let me tell you something. When I was reading the chapter 2, I was like, woo. I was like, okay,
Like you
Jill.
did that.
But just talking to her, I was like, Jill, make I know her love scenes are like classy, racy, but classy. You know what I'm saying? But they really, really detailed for sure. And so I really appreciate her just kind of putting her magic on the book as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
LaJill is a
Little
diamond.
feminine
I
touch. You
love
needed
LaJill.
that.
Mhm.
I
I
love
couldn't see
LaJill.
a
I said, Jill, I said, Jill, make sure, like, write that chapter where women are gonna love that chapter. Write it for yourself. Write that thing for yourself. And so she came through. She
Perfect
came through.
collaboration. One of the best
Yes.
collaborations so far. So far, so good. I'm loving it.
I love it too. Yeah, LaJill Hunt is, if you're into books and stuff like that, that is another person that I highly recommend that you go check out her books. They are so good. She really is like detailed. Like, her stories keep you engaged in them. I love her books.
She been that girl.
Yeah,
that girl.
Yeah, she is amazing. Like, I love her books. Like, that's why I was like, me and her got to talk, because I need them books. It's 2 in specific that I need the 3rd installment to. I'll wait on the rest of them, but it's just 2 of them that I just need her to finish it up, Jill. Finish it up. Okay.
Jill, big time producer now.
I know. That's what I said. I said we probably not even.
Yeah.
I said we ain't gonna never get the ending of these books at this point. After I was looking at her discography of all this stuff, I was like, oh dang, she writing TV, she writing this, she writing. I said, damn it, I ain't never gonna get the end of these doggone books, but it won't stop me from asking.
I was just lucky. I was just lucky to for her to collaborate on this one with me. So I really, really appreciate Jill. Jill is incredible, man.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her. She's so down to earth and sweet. That's why I like that she's just so down to earth. I love her hype ups at the very end of the season, and she give her hype ups and all the stuff. I was like, I love that y'all actually, like, as I don't know who the social media person is for the family business is now, but whoever the social media person is did a really good job at really like letting people in and really seeing, like, we hear it all the time, like, of how much of a family it is. But I feel like people really got a chance to really see it come to life. And I don't know. I just love it. Just make me love it.
His name is Shalom. That's he handles all our social media stuff. He's really good.
Yeah, he did a good job. But y'all, listen, that's it. I don't know how our next one is gonna go. We'll figure it out. Tika and I'll figure out how we're gonna set this up, because we are gonna do longer chapters this next go around, because we got to finish this book up for the month. I think we are gonna put up maybe a poll or something to get some ideas of what book is gonna come up the next book for next month or whatnot. But for right now, we gonna rock with our Curtis Duncan book. We gonna finish this up. We gonna be here every Sunday, y'all. for the next month to talk about the book. So definitely, if you haven't got your book yet, it's not too late. We only did 5 chapters, so it's not too late. Please go and get the books. Everybody is dropping the links inside of their respective chat. So please click on the links, go get the book. If you purchase it from the website, you do get the signed copy of it. He literally is signing these, y'all. We literally saw him signing them. I promise you, he is signing each and every one
Each and every
them.
one of them. Yep.
He is putting your name in the book. He is just being so giving of his time and doing this. Not everybody doesn't do this for their books, y'all. Everybody doesn't sign every single copy of the book that goes out. Now, if you just can't wait, you can also purchase the Kindle version of it over there on Amazon. But we would really appreciate it. Ben would appreciate it if you would just go to the website and purchase the book over there. I just feel like with it being your first book,
do both. Do both.
I got both, so I mean,
Okay.
I got both, and I've given away Kindles. I've given away I would rather be give away Audibles, but I might give away some Audibles when they come out too. So who knows, y'all? But for now,
gave away books.
Yep, gave away books as well. Tika gave away a book. Ben gave away a book. Like y'all know I love damn family business. So listen. So it is what it is. So I hope everybody got their books too while we talking about that. I hope everybody got their books. The people who are getting books from me, y'all should be getting them soon because I sent y'all some extra stuff in y'all's as well. So I hope y'all enjoy those extra little gifts that I sent out to y'all. I really appreciate y'all for always rocking with the channel and stuff like that. And it's just a little bit of just want to show a little bit more appreciation for you guys and for always coming through and showing up when we do, the things, and I always putting up with my shenanigans because I have a lot of them. But anyway, guys, we are about to get up out of here. I want to know what the ladies got going on first, and then I'm going to give Ben the last word, and then we're going to get up out of here. Tamika, what's going on your channel?
I think tomorrow we are going to be discussing All Her Fault, and Wednesday Sisters is back, and Love at the Lockup is going to be coming up. I don't think I will be with you guys this Sunday coming up for the book club, but I will still be reading my book. Okay, I will be reading my book by the pool and on the ride because I'm going away for my birthday. Shout out to the Capricorn. Okay, and my girlfriend wants me to get her a book too. Well, actually told me to send her a link so she could get a book, but I'm gonna get her a book too, so we both gonna have our books, and I'll still be reading even though I won't be here with y'all physically. I'll be here with y'all spiritually. Okay, and I'm loving it. I can't wait to finish it. So yeah, I think that's all I got going on right now. Enjoy being up here with you ladies and Ben. Appreciate my signed copy of my book.
Nice. Miss Kira, what you got going on your channel? And congratulations on hitting 500. We just got to get these watch hours up.
We got to work on these watch hours. I got to get the content out. I'm coming. I did a weekly huddle early. We like to talk a little, hot topics, talking about Lala, calling that man feminine and things of that nature. And what else is streaming on TV? So check that out. I joined Letitia host and Mo. We did a Beyond the Gates kind of wrap up for season 1, so that was awesome. I'm gonna try to give y'all a little Beyond the Gates shorts or something this season that we're on season 2. So keep your notifications on, stay tuned. I'm gonna get into Married to Medicine and just keep your notifications on. It's stuff coming, y'all. Go watch some of the old content. Go look at the vlog, Mr. Baby on there. Okay, we're having a good time. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Of course, Momo.
Like Miss Kira said, we did Beyond the Gates, and I'm getting back to my Beyond the Gates recap because I kind of fell off in season 1, but now season 2 is here, and I'm committed to doing my weekly lives for that show. We got Tyler Perry's Sisters coming back this Wednesday, All Her Fault, like Tamika said, and Married to Medicine, and since Power Force is on the break, probably still gonna talk about some things like what's the series finale gonna look like. So stay tuned.
Okay, that's what's up.
Don't drop
Sisters.
Okay, like the lady said, I hosted our wrap up for season 1 for Beyond the Gates. I also did an individual video about the crazy reads that they had all season long. So make sure you check that out as well. Join me for the shorts daily. I do a recap in 3 minutes or less for Beyond the Gates. It is a doozy, but I make it work. And I think that's it. I'm looking forward to reading the rest of the book. And I don't want to go ahead because then I'll be talking extra. And I'm like, no, we're supposed to be on these chapters and these chapters only. So I'm just, staying there. But congratulations, Ben. Happy birthday, Ben. Happy birthday, Tamika. Go ahead and do your Capricorn thing because Pisces season is coming up. Pisces season.
The Pisces, okay.
Listen, the crazy part about it is that me and Mo, don't nobody get hyped. We can't be like, Cancer season is coming up. We can't even do it. We can't even say it. It just sounds weird. No, we can't.
Exactly.
It sounds so weird. Shout out to Elijah. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for coming through. Tika Dushi, my girl, my partner in crime. What you got going on?
Well, my boss over here, EJ, got me booked and busy. So y'all just stay locked in. Y'all just stay locked into all things Ruthless. I definitely have some things coming up for you guys. Definitely February. So prepare to be sick of me in February because Cross is going to be back. I love me some Aldous. So we'll be talking about Cross in February. With that being said, other than all the homework that EJ has me doing on Talk That Talk Media, I'm just keep reading my book. I'm gonna keep reading Curtis Duncan, Bounty Hunter. Thank you so much, Ben, for allowing us to do this, for actually being here to discuss with us your book, your creation. I was wondering how it was gonna play out, and now I see what's really going on in the world of Curtis Duncan, and I'm loving it so far. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Y'all stay locked in. I'm sure EJ's gonna run down what little thing, or what there's nothing little on Talk That Talk Media. What things we do have popping up on Talk That Talk. So thank you again.
Shout out to Tika for 10K in 10 hours, boo. Okay, 10K in 10 hours.
I'm still trying to catch up on that rest. I'm still trying to catch up on that rest. Y'all don't even know.
Listen, your girl did 10 hours. Oh, okay, and she hit 10,000 subscribers. I couldn't be more proud of her. I'm so happy for you.
Yes.
Listen, I know how hard this YouTube game is, y'all. Like, I know a lot of people make it easy, but it's not always that easy for everyone. Some people actually, it's a stat that some people will never hit 10K on YouTube. So to actually be able to hit that's such an accomplishment. And you know, you girl, I'm here for you. You know.
Y'all were definitely here for me, and EJ came with the shenanigans around that 7th hour because your girl was like this, about ready to go to sleep. So shout out to y'all for coming through.
Listen, you know we got your back each and every time. As far as TV Junkie is concerned, again, on Sundays I try to do something that has family business in it. I call it Family Business Sundays, even when we're on the off season. So today y'all get in book club. I may drop something else through the week because I wanted to drop a theory video, but I'm trying to braid my hair, y'all. I'm just keep it real with y'all. I'm trying to braid my hair, okay? Keep it real. But so I'll probably go ahead and drop that sometime later the week. I really would love to hear what your theories are for season 7 of the family business. So please let me know. And if I can, I will incorporate those into the theory video. Power Book for a Force, listen, got me in a chokehold over here right now. Yeah. I did not know that I was going to like it the way that I liked it this season. So definitely make sure that you check out our live shows that we did over that. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks when it comes back on. I might even throw up a theory video. That's how much I liked it. I don't know, but we're going to see because I also got homework, okay, that I got to get done for Talk That Talk. But what we're most excited about, speaking of Power Book for Force, is that on the 8th, Tika and I are actually going to be having a conversation with Miriam Hyman. You know her as Stacey Marks. You also know her as Dre from The Shy. So we're going to be sitting down and having a conversation with her. So we're really excited about that. Later this month, we'll be talking to Ben and we'll have his interview up. We'll go a little bit deeper. Y'all see him all the time, but we really going to have a conversation with him. And then later this month, we're also going to be talking to the composer for The Family Business as well. We're going to get into some of the things, Mr. Rob Diggy. So just know that your girl Tika and I, we out here, we're doing our thing. We really are working hard trying to bring y'all more and more content. As far as our channel is concerned, every Wednesday we drop a new reaction video. This week we'll be dropping Welcome to Derry, episode 7. If you haven't seen Tika and I react to this, I'm just saying, you don't want to miss that. That is an interesting watch, okay? So definitely go and check that out. We already have 1 through 6 already up. So so go check that out. And then I think I think Tuesday, hopefully we'll be able to get out our first new segment that we're doing, our petty debate segment. And I think people are really going to enjoy it. So I can't wait for that. So please make sure that you are on the channel, subscribe to the channel, got your notifications turned on and all the things. We just dropped a new documentary for Waiting to Exhale. It's just really small. We've just been doing, trying something new out. So definitely go check that out. And we also did one over D'Angelo. Check that out as well. It's a whole bunch of content up on the channel, y'all. Please go on over there and check it out. Anyway, y'all, last word. I'm going to give it to Mr. Ben Stevens. Let us know what you got going on and just anything final that you have to say before we get up out of here.
Well, the only thing I got going on is making sure that these books get out. So I'm doing some, trying to figure out, some marketing and stuff as far as the books is concerned. I know I need to do more content for sure. What y'all doing with this content stuff is no joke, man. So I want to congratulate y'all on your channels, and because I got a channel, but it ain't nothing on there.
But it's gonna be some stuff on there.
It's gonna be some stuff. Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
you get some
I tried to
downtime.
do a little. I went to the movies and went to go watch David, and so I did a little something on that. But you got to always be thinking like creating content. So I want to congratulate you guys on your channels. But no, I want to thank everybody for that purchased the book, who jumped on the call on the book club, and I think we got what's her name, Patrice Harrison just bought her book. So
hey,
thank you for that. And so yeah, man, we just gonna try to just keep pushing and keep getting these books out, and keep telling Curtis's story.
Hey, that's what's up. Well, y'all already know what it is, y'all. Again, we appreciate each and everybody that came through. Elijah, thank you for spamming us with that W. But listen, we gonna let you live with that because you said happy birthday. We appreciate you. Deline over there on Facebook, thank you for coming through. Almighty Sis. Oh, okay, yep. You got to read these YouTube names. Almighty Sis. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Deborah, channel member as well. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you so much. Of course, Leah Brown over on Facebook, Candace over on Facebook. I'm so sorry I can't shout out the people on Instagram. I can't see them.
I can do it real quick, EJ.
Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. CJ Brooklyn over on Instagram. Belly D whatever, honey. You're gonna have to do something about that name. Halo Brodus. Thank you for tapping in. Let's see. Halo Brodus says the book is explosive, full of suspense, ladies, even ladies like a bad boy like Johnny Boy. So it's a must meet. Okay. So thank you, Halo Brodus, as well as I am Maisha. And there's some more. One Connie Porter and one Mark Too Real. So they've been coming in and out over there on your Instagram, Ben. So thank y'all IG for coming in and supporting y'all cousin Curtis, Ben Stevens.
Okay, that part. Shout out to
so we had chapter 15 next time.
So we're gonna do probably start from 6 to probably do like 12. I think if we do 12, that'll take us on out into the end of the month. But I'm gonna have to go back and count it. But I'm pretty sure if we do 12, that should get us to the end of the book.
6 to 17.
Yeah, so I'm guessing. Don't try to get me out here doing math, Ben. Whatever that 12 is, come on, stop playing.
It's 6 to 17, but I'm telling you, it's a short read. Like they're not long chapters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a cool little read.
Okay. That's what's up. Shout out to Chastity. Shout out to Anita's Joint. Who else did we have up in here? It was a lot of other people up in here. Kelchi, thank all of y'all. Y'all already know what it is. I like to try to shout everybody out. Stephanie, thank you. Appreciate it. Queen was in the building. Thank all of y'all. Listen, if you're watching this on the replay, please make sure to tap in and type in #Replay Squad. Let us know that you came through. Let us know what you thought about the book. If you have not purchased the book already, please head on over to cousincurtis.com so that you can purchase the book. Tika and I will try to make sure that we put the descriptions or the links inside of the description for you if it's not already there, or we'll pin it to the first comment. Okay, it's already there. So so definitely please make sure to go ahead and scoop up the book. Let us know what you thought about it and all that good stuff. And hey, make sure that you're subscribed to everyone's channel up here. Everybody has really great content. Everybody brings it in a different way. So make sure to subscribe to all the channels. And please make sure to give everybody a like, because that is free and it helps push us out into the algorithm. With that being said, thank you, Ben, so much for coming and hanging out with us today. We appreciate you. And we will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Talk that. Talk that. Talk that. Talk that.